Hello, happy Sunday evening. This is Joshua Fox's Week 6 summary. It is about a quarter to 10 on Sunday night, the 24th of February. Um, where to begin? I did my Did You Know Shift Happens assignment and my neat resource um, closer to the beginning of the week, and spent pretty much a couple of hours each day working on my um, textbook chapter 8 and 9 assignments. Um, I spent quite a bit of time on those this week. I did not get through each one completely. Um, the chapter 9 portion was a little bit confusing to me. Um, I asked for a couple other students' help, and we weren't really sure on how to do it. By the time that I realized I wasn't going to be able to find anybody else who could help me, it was kind of late to reach out and ask for your help. So um, I was not able to complete everything for the two chapters up to the A portion, letter grade, um, in the analysis. That was for the chapter 9 portion, the keyboard interactions. I was basically able to get all the way through that up until um, well, I did everything on the C and B except for the add a counter called shots and set shots equals 0, the number 2 section. That um, was something that I did not comprehend. The people that I asked in class didn't know either. Um, there was only two of them. It was my group mates from before. We weren't sure about it, so um, it was something that I wasn't able to put into the commands, but I was able to do a portion of the A as well. So I did as much as I could. I'll go ahead and run the program. So there it is. Fire the bullets from the center of the top plane, and then number 3 um, is to set the velocity of the shooter to be up or down if you push the up or down arrow keys. Um, and then also having the bullets fire to the left, to the right, and forward into the negative Z quadrants. So I feel comfortable with what I was doing with this assignment. I thought it was an interesting assignment. It was definitely very fun to see the different changes in the balls. Um, this is the information for C and B. Um, so I'll go ahead and close out of that. Save this just in case. And I should have chapter 9. Unfortunately, I don't know. Every time I save, I don't always save it to the same spot. I don't know what's going on with that, why I do that, but it is what it is. I got up pretty much through half of B and half of A on this assignment, so I'm hoping that I'll get at least a B on it. Um, so that was for the chapter 9. I also have the chapter 8 as well, which is right here. So I'm going to run that. So it's with the balls going in the negative y direction, positive x, negative y direction, then to negative x, moving all the way around the screen. Um, 10 balls in sequence, all starting on the same negative 10 equals x, or x equals negative 10 coordinate, and then they were each lined up uh, by 1 unit in the y direction, starting from 0 to 9. So these are the keystrokes and the commands for everything up through letter grade A. So I'm definitely having a good time with the programming and trying to keep up with everything. It is a little bit confusing at times, but I just need to remember to read through the assignment and the chapter and just take it easy, take it a little bit slow. There's been times where I've had issues with, um, for instance, like with the shooter command. Instead of putting shooter, I put shotter. So I'd have to go back and re-enter it. And when you're doing, velocities and positions of 10 different balls, it just sometimes gets a little bit too confusing, or there's so much information, and I get a little bit antsy. I try and go fast, and so I end up making a mistake. So for me, it's just really trying to get into the groove and really making sure that I do read everything and I comprehend it and I make sure that everything goes as planned with each one of the commands. So yeah, that's it for the chapters. Like I said, I started the Did You Know assignment and the week 6 neat resources at the beginning of the week, so those were done pretty early. Overall, I probably spent about, I would say, 12 hours this week on physics, mostly due to the chapter 8 and 9 labs. They were a lot of commands, and I had to do it over multiple days, so it just took me a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but never fear, head to the grindstone and you get it finished. So I'm feeling pretty good about where I am in this class. I've started most of my research for about half of the topics on the controversial debates, so hopefully I'll have some of that posted this week. I know a lot of people have already started, so I know I need to get those in there before topics get chosen that I have ideas on. So I had a great week, and I hope you did as well. I will talk to you through Blackboard, and I, uh, I guess that's it.